I'm Xavier Childs, and this is my channel, and I talk about success and being successful. I try to teach what I'm doing myself, and these are the things I'm covering today. Dieting. I'm also talking about giving your best. You should always try to aim high, and when you give of yourself and give more than what's required, it you'll see a lot of magic happen in your life. Like today, I saw this person, talked to this person who went to come to a particular property, but the price was a little bit high. Just if when I faltered just a 10% discount, it got him to stay at the hotel, which a 10% discount is just taking the tax off. Anyway, helping people out and taking time with people really shows that you are moving ahead in life. It's so strange how I used to be a person who would take things personally, and in this business world, you can't take anything personal. The main theme, you just really have to give up yourself. You really have to, and giving of yourself is kind of a selfless domination, a selfless energy that people feel and are attracted to. Standing out. Standing out, and it's also a really great way to stand out. Everybody talks about standing out in ways of money and buying fancy cars and doing all these things. No one talks about standing out, being helpful to someone, being there when you are needed. Why is that? So I want to touch on that, and it's kind of a soft domination, as you can say. When you're the most needed, that is a form of power. And in this power series, through all my videos, that's kind of my theme, the acquisition of power. And another form of power that is overlooked is that power that is the power of reliance. Are you reliable? Do people rely on you? Is your word your bond? And a lot of people take word lightly, but I think it's, if you could stand in your word and be cautious of what you're saying to people, and people see that your word is true, that does so many good things for your reputation. I want to give you a challenge. Don't say anything that you won't do. No big promises. No saying you're going to go somewhere and you won't. Don't click those Facebook invites saying you're going where you know you're not going. I know things change, but it's best to show up than say you're going to show up and don't show up. That's even worse. Because I admit it, I've done that a couple of times, especially if a situation comes up, like I was supposed to go to this meetup, and one of my friends was in my needed a place to stay, so I hooked him up with a place to stay, which he's very grateful, I'm sure. And just that act has given me a certain power. And we forget about that. We forget about that type of power. If your people are dependent on you, that is power. Let's not forget about that. So, putting yourself in a key position of power. Like if you're the one who can change things, you're the one in power. Let's not forget the bottom line. The bottom line is having your interest met, which is one thing that a lot of people are forgetting. What about your interest? Not always when true power is putting yourself first. In this game, feelings, yes, they are important, but you are important as well. If you're doing something that is going to sour your mood, you got to stop doing it. And you got to make sure that you're happy in every decision that you make. Before you make a decision, think about which decision is going to make you happier. In the long run. Take, for instance, you have two choices. One choice is to go to class, but you're very tired. The other choice is to skip the class. You go to the class because in the long run, you are around people and you need to scale up to get power. You need people who favor you to get power. These things are very important. I've been studying power for a long time, and I wouldn't call myself an alpha male. I would call myself more a beta male with alpha ideas. Because I'm not the type of person to crack whips on anyone. And that type of power is on its way out. Those alpha males will slowly become extinct, and the beta world will reign, because the internet, that whole alpha mentality has turned into a caricature that you will see on Pornhub.com. Something that is pretend. Can you really deal with someone who is insanely demanding you to do things? You don't even know this person. Of course, you're going to act up and you're going to not follow along with this person. So I think soft power is the way to go. When you're respected, when you're giving, because when you give, that really shows you care, and everybody wants to be cared about. Everybody wants to be loved, and strong nature that is all-consuming, all-controlling, that's not a giving nature. No one really likes people like that. And likability is important. what trumps likability is your power to execute your plans and everything you plan to do. And you gotta think about the money. Money's important. Power and money are very connected. So if you're not scaling up, you're scaling down. That's one topic that's very important. The acquisition of money. So whatever decision you make, think about two things. One, how much power I will have. Two, money. Will the power, will you gain more power in this position or lose power? Always go for the gaining, never go for the losing. Money, it is very important. You have to think about how you're going to get it. When you're going to get more of it. Always be looking for more. Never get comfortable. I think a lot of us get comfortable. I look in the mirror and I say to myself, hey, I don't like what I see. I want better. I want more. I think that when you got to hold yourself to high expectations, and a lot of people don't do that. And then I think I like to do is I have a vision of something I want to do, and somewhere I want to go, or like take for instance my birthday's coming up, and I have these dreams of just overdosing on the excitement of the birthday and having as much fun as I can and preparing myself for that birthday. And then just giving it all I got, even though it's just one event that will fade away. I want to have a good time. Maybe I should go to New Orleans. I don't know, Louisiana. But I just feel so bored back home in Louisiana. And in San Francisco, I feel I'm a person that lives kind of outside of what's going on. Everybody got their thing going on, but true power is to really be of interest to everyone else. You know you're dealing with someone powerful if they give you, barely pay attention to you, but you still keep them on your Facebook. You see, that's kind of like what's going on. That's when when you could barely pay anybody any mind, and people put up with you more when you're in a powerful position. You have leverage that people, and people want to be connected to that. People want to be in line with that energy. You can't be irrelevant. Forget about irrelevancy. Put your face out there. Throw your name out there. Hey, if they get sick of you and delete you, at least they know you. And I see that happening a lot with a lot of people. They're throwing their image up constantly. These are some things I've been thinking about. For every like that you likes profile or anybody's posting, look at your activity log on Facebook. How many likes have you given? All those likes, that's how many posts you should put out on Facebook to equal the likes, 1 and 1. Then you will see your power, your social media power manifest itself. Try this today. I'm going to try it right now. And that is my Power series. Here we go. And let's get that together. See you soon.